I'm going to start with a guy that I only talk about when there's reason to talk about him, and that's Tom Brady. This time, the reason for talking about Tom Brady does not come from Tom Brady. It comes from one of his former teammates, Antoine Winfield Jr., who, while appearing on the Richard Sherman podcast, and this comes to us via our friends at joebucksfan.com, Winfield said that he believes the team is still reaching out to Brady, trying to see if he will come back to the team. Hey, it could happen, Winfield said. Anything's possible. Later, Winfield said, it's up in the air, in response to Sherman saying, I don't put nothing past Brady. This is a crazy world, and he's a crazy guy. So, look, that's hardly the official position of the Buccaneers, but the Buccaneers understood very well from a business standpoint the value of having Tom Brady on the team. And apparently they are selling the Tom Brady creamsicle jersey, even though he no longer plays for the Buccaneers and won't be wearing the creamsicles unless he does indeed show up again. Currently, it's Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield competing to be the starter. Winfield described it as a 50-50 split between the two. And wouldn't it be something if in comes Brady? Now, here's the problem. Well, first of all, the obvious problem is he says he's done and he's not coming back. But he's already played the I believed it when I said it card as it relates to his proclamation from years ago that he'll retire when he sucks. Jim Gray, the co-host of the Let's Go podcast, asked Brady that specific question. You said that you'll retire when you suck. You don't suck. Why are you retiring? And he said, I believed it when I said it. So when he said he's done, he's never coming back, he believed it when he said it. See, I've said all along, no one's going to know how he feels, including Brady, until football season begins again. There's a smell in the grass that is different, that late summer. There's just some element to it that takes you back to football practice when you were a kid. I'm sure it's going to do that for him. Think of all the years he's been playing football, and all of a sudden he's not going to be. And he's going to see the train begin to chug its way out of the station without him. He's never experienced this before. We don't know how he's going to feel because he's never endured a football season starting without him being part of it. Even in 2008, when he tore his ACL, he was there for week 1. He had to see how the season proceeded without him, but his focus then was getting healthy, not sitting back and just watching football season play out without you. 2016, when he served his Deflategate suspension, he was still around for training camp. Football season didn't start without him, and he was anticipating his return. This is the first time that we've ever seen Tom Brady start football season, football practice, without Brady involved in it. For him, for us, for him, it's been so long, he probably doesn't remember. So how will he feel? I think back to Brett Favre, 2008, with David Letterman, when Letterman was questioning him about whether or not he was really retired. That was after Favre retired the first time. He said, once camp opens, I don't know how I'll feel. That was the first time I thought, oh boy, he's coming back. We don't know how Brady's going to feel. He doesn't know how he's going to feel. Now, the other issue is his ongoing effort to buy a piece of the Raiders. But that's easy. Isn't that easy? You just push all that off until after the season. It hasn't been approved yet. He doesn't own a piece of the Raiders yet. If he's going to play for anybody, once he becomes a part owner of the Raiders, it's got to be the Raiders. And even then, there's a vote that has to be cast. And he couldn't own part of one team and play for another team, although who the hell knows? The league can do whatever it wants, and he's Tommy. He sells. All of a sudden, those Buccaneers games would be a lot more significant if Tom Brady is playing for Tampa Bay. So the Bucs would love it because it would fill the stadium. The league would love it because let's have more Tommy. And whether or not Brady would love it remains to be seen. But Antoine Winfield Jr. said it, and that was enough to get my attention.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.